In order to escape from prison, Jerry would carefully observe the key on the guard's waist every day. After returning to the cell, he repeatedly drew the outline of the key according to his memory. Every stroke must be accurate, and he had to draw dozens of times each time, just to completely reproduce the shape of the key. After the guard finished checking the room, he lit a match and carefully observed the keyhole on the cell door. Then he stuck a piece of white paper on the lock and rubbed it repeatedly with his hands. He successfully printed out the outline of the outside of the keyhole. Then he rolled up the paper and inserted it into the keyhole, stirring it with a wooden stick, and also printed out the internal structure. With the internal and external structure diagram, Jerry suddenly had an idea to make a key with wood. The next day, he told his companion about this idea, but his companion smiled and told Jerry that the wooden key would break as soon as it was twisted. Jerry told his companion that as long as it was made along the grain of the keyhole, it would not break. After hearing this, his companion finally agreed. Then Jerry made a preliminary model of the key while working in the woodworking room. In order to avoid being discovered by the prison guards, he hid the model in the kettle. When his companions saw the prison guards approaching, they immediately made a noise to divert their attention. Jerry took the opportunity to cover the mouth of the kettle with a towel. The prison guards seemed to notice something strange and ordered everyone to line up to check the kettle. When it was Jerry's turn, the prison guards poured out the water and shook it back and forth twice. Seeing that there was nothing unusual, they returned the kettle to him. After returning to the cell, Jerry immediately polished the wooden model with a file. Then he assembled it with glue and finally made a complete wooden key. He carefully inserted the key into the keyhole, and after turning it twice, the cell door clicked and opened. However, it was far from enough to escape completely. In the following days, Jerry stared at the prison guard's keys carefully whenever he had the chance, and copied each one by one. On this day, Jerry had an accident when testing the new key, and the key got stuck in the keyhole. Just as he was frantically trying to get the wood chips out, the prison guard suddenly came to check the room. He tried to get the stuck wood chips out, but to no avail. His companion quickly threw him a screwdriver, and Jerry took it and started to frantically chisel at the keyhole. At this moment, the fat prison guard walked over step by step. Jerry hurriedly pretended to be cleaning. Fortunately, the prison guard was out of breath after walking upstairs, and finally turned back to rest. So Jerry immediately knocked the lock back. That night, Jerry tried the key to the outside cell door and successfully opened the outside cell door from the inside. At this moment, he found that the patrolling prison guard was walking towards this side. He quickly pulled back the key, but accidentally dropped the key on the ground. The footsteps of the prison guard were getting closer and closer.